But then when we crested over that first hill of the first rock mound and you could see the Fitzroy standing there, I stopped in my tracks. I looked back at Katie, who is a couple yards behind me, and if I'm allowed to say, I went, what the
I follow Jeffrey Binney on Instagram. He announced that he was doing this trip to Patagonia, and that is like a bucket list trip for me and my husband. I had seen some of the other things that he was doing, and so he announced this, and as I was talking with my husband, I was thinking, I don't know that we would do this on our own, and I want to do it. We were like, who better to go with than Jeffrey Binney and a bunch of other strangers and have this experience together. It took us a while to make the ultimate decision, but we were like, if we don't do this, we're never going to do it. And that's why we're here.
Okay, we're on the move. We're starting out today. We are doing a hike called Laguna De Los Tres, which means Lake of the Threes. We're going up to 3 gorgeous blue lakes underneath Fitzroy. I think this is our longest hike. Not the most elevation change, but this will be one of our 2 biggest efforts. So everyone's geared up, optimistically apprehensive, but we have amazing guides. Did I mention hiring local guides? We have local guides who spend all their time in these mountains, so we're in very good hands, and we'll get there when we get there. We have all abilities on this trip. We have athletes, and we have people who have been training for 6 months for this day. So we're all gonna have a great day. We're gonna do what we can do. We're gonna get there when we get there, and we're gonna see some real pretty shit.
I'm very apprehensive of the hikes. I think I've been nervous about it for about 6 months. Every day thinking I wasn't getting enough training in, that everyone was gonna be faster than me, and I felt like I was gonna be the one slowing everyone down here.
I initially said, I don't think I'm interested because I thought it would be too difficult for me. And then the more I thought about it, I thought, rather than just not go because you think it's going to be too difficult, go and see how difficult it is.
Seeing the Fitzroy for the first time, I don't know, do other people cry when they have these experiences? Every new space that we went to and saw the Fitzroy from a different spot or a different perspective, it just makes you feel emotional. At least it does for me. And that's, I think, one of the reasons that I know that doing this trip was so important for me and for my husband.
Okay, we're making it. It's not easy, but we're doing it. It's so gorgeous. We keep stopping to take photos because it's so pretty. And then we walk another 50 meters and it's even prettier. We are trekking right along. Apparently, we're almost to the hard part. We're not there yet.
The hike today was so gorgeous. So glad we did it. A little bit nervous at first. I think all in all, I am so proud of myself. I think I did really well. I didn't do the final hike up just because I knew that wouldn't be a good idea. But one of the things I've really come to understand is it's okay to not make it all the way to the end.
We just got our final warning for the last hard part. One group is heading back, and we have that option to head back. The other group is going up to the summit, but there's no option to turn around early. If we go, we have to finish, and we'll be moving at a decent pace. It's relatively steep. It's about 1.2 miles and 1,500 feet of gain. So I may regret this, but I'm going up. I have to. How was it?
This was pretty hard for me, but I knew it was gonna be hard. But it's just like magnificent. You just like cry or want to cry the whole time.
As expected. Everyone's crushing it though. This is some people's hardest ever ever, and they're absolutely crushing it.
So the hike yesterday the beginning was so great. It was like, oh, this is great. I can handle this. We're 3 miles in, not a big deal. And then we got to the split where you had to make the decision. And they made sure we knew what we were getting into. It was absolutely amazingly challenging. But then when we crested over that first hill of the first rock mound and you could see the Fitzroy standing there, I stopped in my tracks. I looked back at Katie, who is a couple yards behind me, and if I'm allowed to say, I went, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, this isn't real.
Yesterday is a day that I will remember for the rest of my life. It's one of those days that changes you in a good way, and you want everyone else to see and feel what you saw. When we struggled to climb up the boulders and first saw Fitzroy, I just cried. Pure joy and emotion seeing that for the first time. And then getting to the top and seeing more. It is, you can't put pictures don't do it justice, and you can't put into words how special that was.
It is so overwhelming. I know the perspective of the video doesn't do it justice. It's massive. It's so overdramatic. Fitzroy, you a drama queen, girl. Team, can I get a celebration? We all made it! Everyone who chose to do the hard section is at the top. Got a bunch of badasses. I had a moment of awareness while we were hiking up where, I don't know, like it's easy to when I get to do a lot of cool stuff like this, and it's easy to kind of forget how big of a deal it is and how many people don't get to do this. I just think when I was a little kid, if someone had told me hey, you're gonna be trekking through the Andes Mountains with a bunch of strangers as far south as you can go in South America, I wonder what I would have thought. It would have felt unthinkable on that pig farm in rural Missouri. So just so grateful for the experience. way down. We're down the first section, which was really brutal. It was so rocky, and it was all like scree. We were slipping, sliding. It was a little wild. Got our last goodbye look at Fitz, peeking out over the ridge there. We've got 6 miles back home, but they're mostly flat, so it should be uneventful. What an epic day.
Oh gosh, today was magical. From beginning to end, for lack of a better word. Everything went smoothly getting to the trail, and then every single step of the way was eye-popping. They weren't kidding, it was difficult, but so worth it. I'm not totally convinced that that was real still, because it looked like a screen, like a movie screen, but in front of my real eyes. It was just stunning.
Yesterday checked all the boxes for me. The conversations I had with some people on the trail on the way to Fitzroy and the experiences we all shared together, it checked all my bucket filler boxes. I could go home tomorrow and honestly say this was the most amazing trip ever, but I don't have to go home tomorrow. I get to stay here and have more amazing experiences. And the people, I have to say, the people here are so amazing and welcoming. It is a beautiful, beautiful experience. I will say this, Jack and I are the oldest people here. Do not let age stop you from having an adventure. Be around people who are youthful and fun. They will embrace you, they will help you, they will encourage you. Work for something and make it happen. Do not let age stop you. Do the training, do the work, and go have amazing adventures that enhance your life.
What I found interesting about it is how inclusive everybody is. I by far am the oldest. Next month I'll be 72, but it doesn't make a difference to anybody. They have accepted me just like I'm one of their age group, and it's made me feel very good.
What I can say that I did today is something I'll take with me for the rest of my life.
1, 2, 3. Fitzroy! Want to watch another video? Click here. Want to learn more about my upcoming trips? Click here. Want to subscribe and like all my videos and turn those bell notifications on?